today on Enlightened World Network for On Angel Wings. We come with you every Monday to talk about our beautiful angels, to learn more about them, and to connect with them through our meditation time. I'm Teri Angel. I'm here with my co-host, Christina Leftwich. Hi, Christina.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my gosh, Christina, you're just bubbling with joy.
Every time
I see you. Yes, every time I see you lately, it's so vibrant and beautiful. And thank you for doing this for us.
I highly recommend plugging into nature. Plug right into that.
Yes. Yes, it's making a difference. I can see that for sure. So thank you for the teaching that we're going to hear from you today on this beautiful Archeia. And let's say hello to everyone that's in the Zoom with us. We have Jean Lorio in Texas.
Hello.
Charlie and Erica in New York.
Hello.
Rosalind, our birthday girl, right here in California. Happy birthday to you. We have Mary Lou up in Massachusetts. Hi, darling. She finally got her video figured out and she's here with us. We have Cassandra, and Cassandra, my apologies. I still don't know where you and Luz are in the world.
Right welcome. Now, I'm back in Florida.
You're back in Florida?
Yeah.
All right. And then your Aunt Luz is in Jersey. Catherine's in Florida. Welcome, Catherine. And Grace Isis. And Grace, I'm not sure if you're still in Florida or if you've flown back to New York already.
I've flown back to New York.
Okay, so Grace is in New York. And online we have Tammy Fisk in Virginia, I believe, and Robert Dosa in Romania. So welcome everyone who's coming in to our show today. And I know you're going to be blessed because I've already been blessed just connecting with this angel. When Christina and I spoke last week and she was telling me who she was thinking of for us to present today, I said, oh, most definitely, it's got to be Purity. She's been coming to me so strongly lately. So I can't wait to dive in. Christina, I'm going to turn it over to you, my dear.
All righty. So let's get this share screen going on here. And here we go. All right, I got it going on now. So today we're going to focus on Archeia Amethystia, also known as Lady Purity or Holy Amethyst. So another way that we could sum up on amethyst would be the statement, I am ready to transform. And that kind of takes all kinds of things into consideration that we might want to have transformed within that she would be able to help us with. And according to the author Clarissa, oh boy, I've been watching a little bit too much of something else. Purity is seen wearing a holy amethyst crystal and a cosmic diamond, which signifies her connecting to source. In one hand,
did you say you're going to share your screen?
Yes, can you not see it?
Mm-mm.
Let me see here.
No, we don't see it.
Oh, hang on. Let me see here what I can do. Let me out of that. And could you ask Brendan to come here real quick? All right, hang on just a minute here and let me see if I can figure this out, which I don't know if I can or not. You guys can still see me though, right?
Yeah,
you still see me?
We see you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me do, now. Do you see something happening? Maybe.
Nope.
No.
I figured it
out. You could be a tech support.
I know my tech support. You can go away now. I figured it out all by myself. Okay. So this is all you missed was that one right there. So she's also known as Holy Amethyst or Lady Purity. And then You can see my typo already. According to the author Callista, Purity is seen wearing a holy amethyst crystal with a cosmic diamond, which connects her to the source energy. Now, in one hand, she holds the violet flame, and in the other, she releases feathers, which represent freedom. Now, let's just quickly touch upon again, just one more time, in case we have some people that are new. Archeia is kind of a strange word. And in this context that we'll be talking about today, Archeia, we mean it in the way as just as we humans have both masculine and feminine aspects, the angels are thought to have both masculine and feminine traits. Now, the Archeia are these feminine aspects or counterparts to the twin flames, to the male archangels, which we have traditionally been more exposed to than perhaps the more feminine aspects for a variety of reasons throughout our history. And these can offer us inspirations into this new awakening that we're experiencing that has a definite feminine flavor to it, let's say. So in this case, Lady Amethyst is Archangel Zachiel's twin flame. Together, these two energies combine and creating just an incredible powerhouse of transformation through their use of the violet flame. So this violet flame can be just a fantastic help to any empaths. In that, empaths have a tendency to take on the energy of other people. And excuse that noise going on in the background. I'm sorry. I can hear all these noises going on again in my house. It's always nuts here. The violet flame of transformation that they carry, they're masters of it. And so they're able to help us as empaths keep our auras clear of other people's energy that we might run into throughout the day. And it might actually get projected on us. And because we are empaths, we have a tendency to absorb those feelings and emotions that we have in our world around us much more intensely than perhaps people who are less empathetic would have within their world. So Archangel Purity helps us to clear all of the other people's stuff. We have enough of our own stuff. We have to mind our own energy. So we don't really need other people's energy running around in ours. And so it's always good to continuously, as an empath, clear our auras of other people's energies. And she helps us with that. So Lady Amethyst will help us set boundaries, especially when it comes to negative people. And, you know, not all boundaries are the same, and she can help us with that too. We have soft boundaries in our life, and we have hard boundaries in our life. And what I mean by that is there are just some things that to us, that's it. We have our limit switch. It's right there. It's in front of us. And we know if somebody, knocks up against our boundary wall, that wall is going to hold. And there's really no gray area for that. Whereas soft boundaries, those may be boundaries that we've decided for one reason or another that we're going to leave a little bit more flexible. And that perhaps, there may be extenuating circumstances that we would allow certain things in, and then others that we wouldn't. Those are a little bit softer. And it's really up to us as individuals to decide where our boundaries are going to lie and what we're comfortable with in our own journey. So Lady Purity helps us to sort through those things that might not be serving us very well any longer. And that allows us to release those things and just make room for bigger and better things. Lady Purity helps us to clean all toxins from all aspects of our beings, whether mind, body, or spirit. So some things for our body that she might be able to help with is by maybe choosing what foods are high vibrational for our own individual needs. These often can be what's considered clean food, nutritious, and whole, as well as maybe a good fitness program to help keep our bodies healthy and exercised. In mind, she can help us to do a negativity cleanse. Things like staying away from complainers, taking a break from the news or social media is always a good idea. And even more importantly, instead of doing those things, let's fill those things with other things that make us feel good and make us happy, bring joy to us. So no energy vampires. And with our spirit, Archeia Purity keeps our energy flowing in a healthy way. So in other words, things like balancing how much we're giving and how much we're receiving, because we have to be able to balance those two things and to not force the flow out of our own impatience or where we think we should be or our limiting beliefs. It's rather a go with the flow kind of a thing. Just go with it. See what happens instead of trying to force everything. Some stones and crystals that we might be able to work with this angel is amethyst, of course, some violet flame opal, or auralite 23. And here are just some things that I found online. These are from archeiaguidance.com. Releasing the physical things in your life may be easier, but it's important to release any negative thought patterns or beliefs you are holding on to as well. And another one, releasing negative and toxic energy allows for refreshing and healing energy to come in. So these are channel messages that I could totally, hear her saying, when we're ready and when, negative, what we might call negative energies, I like to call them neutral, because they may actually be there to help us move on from where we need to be. But there's a time when that negativity and toxic stuff just doesn't serve any purpose at all. And that's what we're talking about here, I think, is letting that stuff that's just really not serving a purpose anymore to leave us. And then we can allow room for more wonderful, great, divinely led things to come into our life. And so I think we're going to start now with Miss Teri, who's going to send us into a meditative state where we can begin using these gifts that she brings to us and start cleansing out some things in our bodies that we might be ready to get rid of.
Thank you so much, Christina. I love that presentation, and I love connecting with Archeia Purity. When she comes to me, it's just such a pure, unconditional energy. There's no criticism, there's no judgment. It's just letting me be, just being in that beingness with her puts me in a state of realizing that we are all pure. We come into this world pure. And we're going to go into a meditation today to cleanse anything that we have allowed into our life, any of the limitations, any of the judgments, the pressure that has been put on us to conform to some other belief system or some other way to be other than in love and light. We're going to cleanse that today, and we're going to go into water. So I'm going to share my music. And again, I need your all's help. Just let me know if you can hear the music and hear me as well. And I put together this little mix that you're going to hear some instrumental music, but you'll also hear nature sounds, because it's important to have that nature healing and clearing that goes on when you're working with water, with the energy of water. So if you can hear me above the music as I guide us into this meditation, just give me a thumbs up or let me know that you are hearing both the voice and the music. Okay. All right. So let's take some deep breaths in as we focus on our heart center. And welcome to everyone who's coming in and
don't hear
joining.
the music.
You do not hear the music.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I've got sharing going on with the computer sound. And you're telling me you don't hear it. Okay, there's an issue today with sharing.
Hold on.
You're probably hearing my phone ringing back there in the background because
yeah, that's what we're
blowing up. Okay, let me see if I can turn the volume up a little bit. Maybe that will help.
There you go.
You hear it now? I just don't want it to be too loud that you can't hear my voice. You still hear it?
Very low.
Okay, I don't want it to be overpowering because when I start doing the meditation, you may not be able to hear me. So can you hear both me and the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to say the music is really, really low. Like you can hear it, but it's really low.
All right, let me try turning it up just a little bit more. Okay, is that better? Do I need more volume?
Just a little bit more. We'll go with that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go into some breathing. Just breathe together into your heart. Breathing in slowly and deeply. And then breathe out the same way. And we're going to call in the angels as you focus in on the music. Just see if they will reach out to you through this beautiful music that's playing. And I'm going to call them in from their directions. So from the east, I'm calling in Archangel Raphael with the element of air, letting us feel him in our breath as we breathe in and out. The oxygen, the air that our bodies need to survive. Raphael is the healing angel that will help us to release anything that we need to release. Then from the south, I call in Archangel Michael and asking Michael with the energy of fire to take whatever we're going to release in this meditation today, to take it immediately and turn it into positive energy. Michael is our protector, our guardian. So we feel his energy surrounding us with arms of love. And then from the west, we call in our beautiful Archangel Gabriel, opening up clarity, helping us to understand how powerful we are to manifest. From the north, we call in Archangel Uriel to help ground us into the earth's energy. Above us, we call in Archangel Metatron, helping us to understand our life's purpose and our path. And then below us, Archangel Sandalphon. And while these angels are connecting with each of us, I think what I'm going to do is put on a different music that will help us to get further into this meditation today. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay, so just take that breath in, and if you've connected with these angels, just allow them to help you go into this meditation. And let's call in Archeia Purity. Let's ask her presence to touch each one of us right now with a knowingness of our purity. Purity is innocence. It's also a quality of wisdom, of those who have gained wisdom from their experience on earth, from knowing that they are spirit. So I want you to feel that right now. Take this moment to explore this completely natural state of being, totally unpolluted, untainted, and pristine. Feel into being clean and clear, and ask Archangel Gabriel to help you with that as well. Ask Gabriel to give you the clarity to see beyond the everyday 3D world and to go into just being you, the spirit you. The quality of purity is transparent. There's no hidden agendas. There's no wasted thoughts in the mind. Your mind is clear and fresh, and you're able to see through to the beauty of your soul. You're able to see the beauty in the earth around you, what is pure and what is fragrant and fresh. There's a beauty that exudes just from purity itself, just from knowing that there's nothing else other than just to be. And that's all that's asked of you when purity comes in. She just asks you to be, not to start thinking about what's on your agenda, anything that needs to be done yet in this day, or even in your life, to just allow that energy of you being a spirit to come in. So just allow purity to help you be in your highest state, your original state, and all that is potentially there for you when you go into who you are. In this state of being, just ask for all of your senses to be awakened. Ask to really connect in with who you are. That opens up that state of being, the highest state that exists. When you get in touch with your true being and your higher self, everything comes alive. There's nothing holding you back from being the child who hasn't been told that they can't do something, that they're not worthy. Let's go into that state of worthiness and celebrate. Celebrate the real you, the true you, that knows that you deserve the best of all the beauty and the wonder of the world around you. Just go back into this innocence, the innocence of a child, being in awe, being in the wonder of it all. Let your mind become clean, just like that newborn that still knows that it's spirit. Feel into that part of you that still has that memory of being a spirit being. Purity is also a quality of the wise. It's a quality of the soul who understands nature, who's left behind the illusions and the falsehood and the superficialities of this 3D world and wanders into that beautiful 5D existence where there's only love and light. And say that to yourself. Only love and light is welcome here. Only love and light is where I want to be and what I want in my heart and in my thoughts. Letting go of the agendas of the ego, letting go of any negative thoughts that come through. That's the beauty of what Archeia Purity does for us. She helps us to release those negative thoughts. So how do we attain this state of purity? If you're unable to go there yet, as we are working our way to that place of purity, maybe there's still some lingering negativity, some lingering thoughts of what has to be done, the limitations of this 3D world. Let's walk into the water. Just envision that water that's behind me, this big, huge wave that has come in so powerfully. And just go into that wave. Let the water fall over you. Just let it come through. Envision the mountain that's on the other side of this wave. That mountain, clear, pure energy comes in and works with this water. Now just envision this water hitting up against the mountain, the rocks, and splashing up on them, changing the energy of those rocks. Let it change your energy in that same way. And as we feel into this water, we know that when water moves, it brings an energy with it. And sometimes that water goes into a stagnant stage when it's not moving. And that's when we need to bring in the energy of purity. We need to ask her to help that water move through us, to help it wash over us, for it not to be still, for it to really help us to experience our spirit as fluid and go into that fluidity. Let's connect in now with Archeia Purity as she helps us to connect with the one who is eternally the ocean of purity, the supreme being, who some call God, some call Creator, Great Spirit. However you refer to the highest being that is, allow this water to move you forward into that energy. So just take a moment to leave the rest of the world behind and be in this energy of the ocean, the purity of spirit, and allow this freshness to wash over you, to cleanse your mind, and to see yourself like that child we were talking about, free of the need to be anything, free of the need to prove yourself. Just allow yourself to absorb the pure energy of a supreme being. When we are stable in our reality of being a soul, and when we connect with that supreme ocean of purity, our mind becomes light. It becomes clean. Every time we take a moment to leave the 3D world and connect with this energy, we cleanse more and more of that debris from our minds, more of that negativity, more of that limitation that's placed on us in this world. And yes, we have responsibilities. We're not ignoring that. We're just realizing that with this connection and this cleansing, we're able to go into those responsibilities with a different perspective, with different eyes. So I want you to just envision now this wave coming down over top of you, bathing in the vibration of it. And imagine your whole spirit being cleansed. This beautiful sea of light washes away all the rules, all the limitations, and you return to that simple, innocent, free, joyful space, absorbing and bathing in the light. Let's just allow that washing right now. Allow the cleansing that comes in with the water, with the waves. Just flow with the music as the wave washes over you. And if there's something you're aware of that's negative in your life, that's not helping you to be the best you possible, just put it down into the water and let the water wash it out to the sea. How does it feel to be completely clean, completely fresh, and completely free? When our mind begins to feel this purity, all the other virtues naturally show up for us. It naturally becomes the quality of lightness, of joy. So things start to increase with our energy, with our clairs. All of those beautiful gifts that we have as spirit beings start to come into play. Feel into that. See what happens, just like the rain washes the earth and it's fresh and clean and the air smells so good after a rain. It's the same way with your soul. Your soul feels rejuvenated and alive, and it returns to the natural state of love and of power. When we can connect in daily with this, just go into that place in your mind where the wave is and ask to be cleansed, ask to be restored, ask to be brought back to your natural state. And this statement that I'll end the meditation with comes from Callista, beautiful soul who channels the feminine archangels. And this is what she says to focus on with Archangel Purity. Thank you for this new day. I am awake and aligned to the purity of my being. My energy is high and clear, but if something enters my awareness today that feels contrary, I'll know it's bringing me something of value. I'll recognize what this is and continue to stay aligned with source energy. And so it is. And so it is. Take a deep breath in. Just feel your body now. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and come back to the room where everyone is. And just feel into any shift that might have happened from allowing yourself to be cleansed. You know, after you take a beautiful, refreshing shower or bath and you get out of the water, you feel different. your whole energy feels different. And it's the same when we go into a meditation to cleanse ourselves. Your soul has been refreshed. It's been cleansed. And if you're really fully allowed to let go of anything negative and let it go into the water and let the water take it, then that's an open space inside of you now for the freshness and the newness and the beauty of purity to show up for you. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this meditation today. And my apologies for any glitches technically. I have no control over technology. So we just kind of go with the flow when that happens. But hopefully you were able to hear some of the music playing while you were in the water, meditating, allowing it to flow over you, and for your soul to be blessed and cleansed with the help of this beautiful archangel, Archeia Purity. And Christina, thank you again for the teaching. Thank you for helping us to align with her energy before we went into the meditation. And all of you that joined in with us online, thank you for being with us. If you want to come in for the discussion that we're getting ready to hold, we're going to go offline now and do that. And you're very welcome to come in with us. We'd love to have you. And we want to wish all of you out there in Facebook and YouTube world a namaste, y'all.
Namaste, y'all.
Many, many blessings.
Thank you, Teri.
Come back with us next Monday. We'll do this all over again with a different angel. And have a blessed rest of your